Hello students, we will see today about the finite automata with output. So let us see first, there are different types of finite automata. Already we have studied finite automata without output. So first we will see the classification of finite automata. So finite automata is of two types. First is without output. So in this we have studied the DFA and second is NFA, right? So as we have seen, there is no any output symbols while studying this DFA and NFA. There is a concept of final state, and with the help of final state, we can either accept the string or reject the string. But for few problems, instead of having the final state, we are interested in the output. So these cases will be we are going to study under the finite automata with output. So under this, we are going to study two models. One is Moore machine and second is Milli machine, right? Okay. Now we will see the mathematical definition of finite automata with output. So mathematically, it is given by again, let's say M is a finite automata with output. So it is given by six tuples. Few tuples already we studied. That is Q. Capital Q is a finite set of states. Then second is we will insert the symbols from here. It is sigma. Sigma is input alphabet. So which is we can take it from yeah here. Okay. Next set of output symbols O. Then next is delta, that is the transition function, or we can say it is a state transition function, and then lambda, we can say it is a machine function, and finally the thing is q0, which is initial state. So I'll just explain the new terms here, which we have not studied before, right? So already Q, that is we know. Sigma is also known to everyone. Sigma is the input alphabet. O is, yeah. So we will see O is new term here, and it is again it is a finite set of output symbols. Okay, or you can say output alphabet. Yeah. This is new. Then lambda. Uh, Before going to study, first we will write about the initial state Q0. Q0 is as you already we studied about the Q0, which is again here it is initial state. Yeah, Q0 is initial state. So few terms already we have studied in the finite automata. Yeah. So whatever is new that we are going to study in detail. Now we will see the delta. Delta is a state transition function, and it is a function which maps actually current state, that is Q, uh, and the yeah which maps state and input alphabet to the next state. Okay, yeah. So we can show by using this, right? I'll add here arrow like this. So state function is defined like this, which maps state and input alphabet to the next state. Now lambda is defined here. Lambda also we have seen the lambda in finite state machine. So again we are defining here lambda is a machine function and we define the lambda. Again, it is a function which maps, yeah, I'll show it by cross, which maps current, that state, and input alphabet, that is given by symbol sigma, which maps to the output symbol O, right? Now, depending on this machine function, actually we define machine function in two ways. One way is this here, input, that current state and input. State and input will decide the output. So when we define in this way, it is called Mealy machine. Yeah, and when a machine function is just the state itself, which maps directly to the output, then it is called Moore machine, right? So here output is just function of state, okay, and here output is function of state as well as input symbol, right? So there is only difference in the machine function in Moore and Mealy machine, right? So this is Moore machine. Here input, like your state directly gives the output. Now we will see this thing with the help of transition graph. So this is an example of Mealy machine for accepting even number of ones. So input alphabet is 1 comma 0, output is 1 comma 0. So output is 1 when machine accepts even number of ones, and output is 0 when machine accepts odd number of ones, right? So this is a Mealy machine. As you can see, there is no final state here. Instead of that, decision will be taken on the output. So whatever the transition is shown here, the first bit is the input, and after slash there is a output. So it means that from when we are in the Q0, and if there is a 0, so uh, it goes to the same state Q0 with output 1. Because Q0 is the state, you can say here there is a even number of ones. So there is no any limitation of number of zeros. So that's why it is in the same state. So when machine encounters the 1, so it means that now machine is in the state of odd number of ones. So it goes to the state Q1 with output 0. You can see here input is 1, and with output 0 it goes to the Q1. So Q1 is the state when machine is in the odd number of 1 state. So if any zeros are there, machine is in the same state with output 0. And again it come back when there is further one. So further or next one means machine again is in the even number of one state. So it gives the output 1, and machine goes to the state Q0. So here Moore machine is given for accepting odd number of ones. So input alphabet is 1 comma 0. Output is also given in terms of 1 comma 0. When machine accepts odd number of ones, it will give the output 1. And when it accepts even number of 1, it gives the output 0. Okay. So here you can see Q0 is initial state, Q1 is final state. When machine is in Q0, it accepts all types, like any number of zeros, and when there is a 1, so when machine is in Q0 means it is in the state of even number of ones. So initially there is no 1 means even number of ones, so that's why it gives the output 0. So when machine receives the 1, it goes to the Q1 state, and Q1 state is the state where we can say machine accepts the odd number of ones. So here it will gives the output 1. So after that any number of zeros are allowed. So again when we get the next or further one, again machine goes to the Q0 and it gives the output 0.